Hey there, my name's Sam. I'm the founder of the Educators Coaching Academy and Student Breakthrough. I'm a former teacher, international coach and speaker, and I'm leveling up my YouTube because I want to help people like you bounce back from failure, learn more about themselves, and go from a victim to a creator. So welcome to my channel, and on today's video, we're talking about how to develop a growth mindset. I think when it comes to getting success in any area of your life, the importance of having a growth mindset cannot be underestimated. Now, growth mindset for me is all about how we engage with our failure, our setbacks, and our challenges. And if you think back to a challenge that you've had in your life, like what was a time when life was really difficult for you? And how did you engage with that challenge or setback? Did you see it as a true learning experience, or did you view it as something that is happening to you and not for you? Because for about the first 24 years of my life, all I did was operate from a victim mindset. Now, the victim mindset is one that's always fired up first. And when an event happens, now for me, I was determined to become a soldier, make my dad proud, and go into the British Army and all this stuff. I got diagnosed with Crohn's disease, a health condition that meant that I couldn't become a soldier. And it did feel at the time like a rug was pulled from underneath me and this grey storm cloud just appeared, because I didn't look at that experience as something to learn from, I looked at it as something to suffer from. All right, so that's the choice you make, either learn from or suffer from. And I chose to suffer from. And what that meant was that metaphorically, I was just always beating myself up, always flagellating myself. You know, Sam, why have you got Crohn's? Why can't you be a soldier? Why are you struggling with this so much? And what that did over time, it created an identity of failure. And that failure mindset ended up becoming a mindset of anxiety. And I was so external, looking for everything external to fix my situation without looking within. And when we think about a growth mindset, that is it. No one's gonna come here and save you. No one on this planet is here to save your life. You have to save yourself. Okay, and that you do that by asking yourself some great questions and reflecting. So if you want to build a growth mindset, the first thing is to look within for the answers. Now, if I knew this at the time, I would have bypassed anxiety, chronic insomnia, and a feeling of not being good enough. Because I've been like, wow, yeah, feel the pain, feel the emotion. We're human beings, like do sit in that, but don't wallow in that. And I wallowed in the pain for about 2 or 3 years. And it was at breaking point that I finally realized I had to change. Now the breaking point for me, because our bodies are the great lie detectors, was really crying, well, it was crying in front of a group of 16-year-olds at school. I felt like such a victim, such a failure. This has happened to me. Emotion comes up. Now, looking back on that time, if I knew these 2 questions, which I love for growth mindset, how to engage better with failure and setbacks, and seeing them as true learning experiences, we're creating our reality here. We're like, okay, cool, event happens, and then we're changing the narrative. Dr. Viktor Frankl, who wrote an amazing book, Man's Search for Meaning, said this, that between stimulus and response is the greatest of the human freedoms. Okay, so event happens, let's say you lose your job. Okay, now obviously feel that emotion, be upset, be in pain. It's really important you do actually acknowledge that and appreciate that. But then the faster you can then change your response, the faster you're gonna grow. So in that moment, you have the choice of, well, do I be a victim or do I grow through this and learn through this? And in that moment, you can ask yourself these 2 questions, really simple. The first question is, what can I learn from this? Okay, so consciously grabbing a pen and listing at least 6 things. What can you learn from that experience? So grabbing a pen and a journal and writing down, what can I learn from this? And listing about 6 things around that. You know, what you can learn from this experience, how you can grow from that. Then what you do is grab your pen and answer this question. How can I use this knowledge? And again, what that question is great for is action. Because we don't want to be wallowing in this victim mindset for too long. You want to be creating your reality. So what can I learn from this? And how can I use this knowledge? And that's how you develop a growth mindset. Because you are going to fail. You're going to fail this year, you're going to maybe fail this week, you might even fail today. I fail every single day. But consciously asking yourself, what can I learn, how can I use this, is the most important thing. Because in life, you've got to keep taking shots. You've got to keep having new experiences. And you've got to keep, saying yes to opportunities. But when we say yes, when we take these shots, there's going to be some setbacks and challenges. It's what makes life fun. If life was smooth sailing all the time, then it'd be a little bit boring. And these challenges are put there to test us, to help us grow, and to learn to become a better version of ourselves. So looking back on my life, and I asked myself those 2 questions back in 2012 when I got this Crohn's diagnosis and I couldn't be a soldier. In the moment, it wouldn't have solved my pain and my upset, but a few weeks after, I'd have bounced back, a bit like a yo-yo or a bouncy ball, like boom, straight back in, creating. That's the choice. Do you want to be a victim or creator? Do you want to grow or do you want to suffer? I encourage you to go for the growth mindset. Failure is a part of life. Start embracing your setbacks, it's true learning experiences, and your whole mindset will transform. I hope you enjoyed watching that video. Every single Friday I'll be releasing a brand new video relating to mindset, education, and mental health. So make sure to subscribe to check out new content very soon.